Jesus.
They was in Hollywood. They was partying. It was powder. It was a lot of shit going on.
Y'all know the story behind the song though, right?
Break it down.
Like him, Rick James producing a song for him. The reason why they produced a song for him. Eddie saying I can drop a song, I can be successful if I chose to be a singer, etc. It was like a whole bunch of shit talk into that moment. Eddie went and did it. Song became a hit. Motherfuckers just say they can do what they put their mind to.
You know what? I don't think you can make a song. Let's go in the studio.
I already had 2 songs. What are you talking about?
Oh, damn.
See, but back then it was different.
Yeah.
It was different. Them niggas, the drugs them niggas was on back then. See, it all started, they was kicking, and then Eddie was like, I could do this shit, and Rick was like, nigga, you can't do this shit.
Well, Rick was on the drugs. We can't put the drugs
You can't
on.
put that.
Rick was fucking with the drugs.
But any nigga that hung with Rick, shit.
I mean, you
Gil, Gil.
I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people that fuck.
I'm going straight up. Gil, when you was smoking dust blunts and coke blunts, I didn't smoke. I was watching.
No, you wanted to test it though, but you was too young.
No, I caught a couple contacts, but you was
quick,
smoking.
and I don't want to throw the interview off, but let's just back up to what the exact definition of a dust blunt and a coke blunt is.
A coke blunt was him. He was smoking a Rambo. A Rambo will make you ram.
Do me a favor. Let's just go back one more time. So a Rambo is what?
A Rambo is crack cocaine. It's cooked. It's powder cocaine. It's weed and it's PCP. And after he smoked that, he strip out, want to fight, get tough. It was called the Rambo.
First of all, everybody know that was Rolly. That wouldn't be.
No, that was you. Don't put that on nobody else. That was you.
Yeah, what part of life was you at when you decided?
This when we was young. He was 19 at the time. I was 16.
That's when you.
Erie Ave
went to
days.
jail.
We used to be on Bavaria Street, and he used to get.
I remember Gil Erie Avenue.
Kev, do you claim Erie Avenue?
Absolutely.
Oh, all right.
PA all day.
I was about to say.
I remember Stick Up Gil in some of his glory. Like there was a
glory. There wasn't no glory there.
There was a time where ain't nobody wanted to be
Kev
around.
had the chain out like one time.
He said nobody wanted to be around him.
Yeah. There was a time when no. That nigga there gonna get it. You gonna catch one being
no, you hyping this nigga up.
No, he not. No, he
there
not.
it is. The association of Gil was like, nah, man, that motherfucker, he got a lot going on. He got a lot going on. You don't want to be in that motherfucking vicinity. If they come back.
Him?
Yeah.
I was in jail. I can't believe this
You know
shit.
what it was? It was like eventually they gonna get revenge. That's what it was.
And don't be around because
Yeah,
he's
don't
doing
be
dumb
around.
shit.
That revenge coming. Unless you want to catch some of that goddamn straight confetti. I'm not gonna be around that. I speak to Gilly from the distance. What up, Gil?
You ain't shit. You ain't shit.
Kevin Hodge, not today. My mom told me she got no, sir.
You was on some dumb shit. He was nobody.
No, man.
That was all hype up. Kev hype.
No, deadass. I will not come on this show and shit on the legend attached to Gil's name.
All right, can I say this? Can I ask you one question?
Yes, sir.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is brought to you by New Amsterdam Vodka. Now, today, we gonna do a little something different. New Amsterdam Vodka is introducing Wild Card. You hear me? Look at that. 8-ounce can, the first canned beverage that New Amsterdam Vodka has ever distributed. It's right here, Wild Card, and it's made with real vodka. We not playing no games, okay? There's not no artificial shit going on. No, this is made with real vodka, and it come in 3 flavors. Original hard lemonade, classic hard punch, and this right here, lemon hard tea. Yeah, look at it. 8 ounces. Look at it. Real vodka. Look at it. Wild Card. When you out and about, wherever you at your local liquor store or wherever they sell New Amsterdam vodka, make sure you pick you up some. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Try all 3 flavors. Give all 3 flavors a try. Figure out which one you like the best. This right here is the lemon hard tea. I think I'm about to crack this open and see what it's about. All right.
Now, based on, and it's a measurement, and I say C- rapper because a lot of his shows was in Lose and Choose, the Blue Horizon,
All right, goddamn.
the Stinger.
Jesus Christ.
Now,
I know some truth to this. So I can't defend you, but so
thank
much.
you. You was doing shows in Lose and Choose. This is a bar, y'all. This is a bar that can hold 35 people.
He was on the grind. Now let's call it what it was.
But he was a bar.
He was on the grind
rapper.
in Philadelphia. You can't get out the city without paying homage to the spots where the real ones go to. When you talk about losing shoes, right?
you know right? He had parties that he know.
No. Listen, that was his spot.
That was his.
Hey,
thank you.
Hey,
Everybody know I ain't lying now. Kevin's telling you.
Losing shoes was definitely. Now I don't know how many concerts Gil had there, but I know losing
the bus stop. He did joints at the bus stop. He know these spots. He know I'm not lying.
I'll give him no bullshit. I'll say New Market Cabaret maybe.
Yeah.
Back in
the front of this thing is the
losing shoes. They said you had losing shoes.
He did a show in the parking lot.
At the Stinger, he may have done the Stinger.
So what I'm saying is this.
But that's on the grind. You gotta go through the Stinger. You can't get to the.
He was 10 years in the game, man.
You can't get to the top. Come on, Gil. You didn't fucking do that.
I was in jail. I was in jail.
No, hold on.
I was in jail.
Go ahead.
I was in jail, and I need to know this, Kev.
Okay.
So
these niggas.
This when you was doing your thing, you was on your come up, and I called home. I'm talking to Gil. He said, "Man, he was with my Gil, this mom. Man, she did some crazy shit last night." I said, "What? Was it a time that you went to a Gil party and my aunt was on some crazy shit?"
I got to be honest with you, man. No, I've never seen your aunt on crazy shit. I've never seen Gil in a party-like environment through that period. I knew about Gil. I knew about the streets. I knew about major figures. I knew about all the successes they were having in that time. But you got to remember, I was the guy in the hood, from the hood, but that wasn't acting with the hood. Like, I wasn't allowed to do all the shit. I didn't have all that freedom. I was a dude with all the extracurricular activities. I was on a swim team. I was fucking going way out to the Northeast. I was going out to New York. I was in Virginia.
You was on a swim team?
I was on a swim team. PDR. Philadelphia Department of Recreation. That movie called PDR was based off of my swim team.
All right, now.
He was a bootleg swimmer.
I was like, call me bootleg if you want, brother. I'm the real deal.
He's a real deal. He can swim from here to Africa.
Real fucking deal.
But I want to say this, Kev.
You think my fucking body is like this by accident?
No, because you work out every fucking morning.
This is a natural physique.
You eat grass and grapes.
I have a swimmer's physique.
I like that.
They refer to us swimmers. When I say us, I'm talking about me and Michael Phelps. They talk about us. They talk about us in a certain manner.
Hey, listen. I want a real question though. You said something that's very important, and I think a lot of people hear this. A lot of young people hear this. You said you had real activities in your life because you had a parent that, not saying nothing to nobody else's parent, that focused on making sure that you was busy and you was active. Yeah. How important was that? And, because a lot of parents are going to hear this, to the success of you today.
It was that was extremely important.
Yes.
I mean, you're in the inner city. So in any environment, hood, no hood, kids without activities have nothing but time on their hand. When you got that time on your hand, that's when you get, that's when you get stupid. That's when you do dumb shit, right?
Okay, I like that.
That's when you get to that part, right?
You just be running around.
Well, that's when you don't have nothing to do, so you creating shit to do.
Let's
play knock a nigga in the head today.
Let's rob somebody.
Yeah, today look like a good day to take somebody's sneaks, right? Like this. You start doing that type of shit. I was what do they call it? I was being constructive with my time. And my mom made sure that I didn't have any free hours. So from 8 a.m. in school to 7 p.m. at night or 8 p.m. at night, I had shit to do. I didn't have the world of freedom to go out, hang out. I wasn't on the stoop. By the way, not that I didn't want to be on the stoop, because I did. I wanted to be on the stoop. I wanted to be out there. I wanted to be out there. I wanted to sit out there and talk shit with my friends and do what was deemed to be cool.
You had dreams of hanging with us on the corner up Area Ave?
Absolutely. I'm not even going to sit up here and fake it as if I didn't, because my brother was a part of that.
Yes, he was.
My brother was the real deal from our household. He had those stamps. So my credibility came from the credit that he got. And that's where my pass is to walk around and be free and cool and nobody fuck with me came from. So those badges were earned. They weren't given, but I didn't have to do the shit that he did. And he made all the dumb mistakes. So my mom was like, I'm not going to let you do the shit that I let him do. He didn't have the curfew. He roamed and did what the fuck he wanted. My brother was in and out of jail, sold drugs, went to the army, out of the army. He was that child. So with me, they didn't give me the free range. So swim team, basketball team. You talk about doing school programs in the summertime, furthering your education, all of that shit. I didn't have a choice. So the stricter side of life is what was presented. And I'm glad. Like you don't reap the benefits of that until you get older, and you're like, okay, what did it do? What did all that shit do for me? I'm consistent because of it. I don't do anything halfway. And the idea of not being mentally occupied is frowned upon to me. Like that's the worst. That's the worst shit ever. To not have something to do or to not have a goal or something that I'm working towards. I don't understand what life would be, but that's embedded in me.
So it definitely taught you discipline.
Absolutely. And you know, when you start to see those that made it and those that didn't, I don't fault anybody in their choices, but you see the circumstances that came from my environment, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, not a lot of them end up being positive. It's a one-way road, and that road either ends to death or jail. And we lost a lot of
people from area,
a lot of fucking people, a lot of people that I really knew, in jail or dead, came from my space of comfort, where I lived, where I operated on a day-to-day, from the goddamn apartment to the bus stop to school, from seeing the people, what up? Hey, what's going on? Speaking, book bag in hand, kid in hand, and you slowly stop seeing people, and the stories never change. It was
such
all,
and such got shot.
Yeah, it was all the same.
Such and such got locked up.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah, they got indicted.
Yeah, all the same.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is brought to you by Sirius XM. Now, both the Pearl Jam and now the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert are at the Apollo, and they are now live on the Sirius XM app. If you like good music, you can't miss these shows. The kicker, you can sign up to listen to the shows on Sirius XM app and get your first 3 months free. First 3 months for free. Enjoy ad-free music channels for every genre, artist dedicated channels. Stay informed with world-class news from every angle, and hear from the brightest stars in entertainment, and with original talk and exclusive comedy on Sirius XM app. Serious. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Download the Sirius XM app and subscribe at SiriusXM.com/$1 million offer to sign up. Offer details applied to get your first 3 months for free. That's Sirius.com/$1 million offer to sign up. Go sign up. Right.
Coming from, not coming from New York, LA, certain places, coming from Philly, how hard was that grind to get to where you is today? I'm talking about the ground level thing when you was just. I don't think there's a better environment to grind from. Yes.
I don't think there's a better. When you compare Philadelphia to other places, it's tough because the support that the city gives to you only comes after you have proven yourself.
Yes.
It is not automatic. It is not because you from the city, because you get on the stage, because you think you got talent. We're supposed to back and support. It's earned. And with comedy, in the city, that shit was tough. Like that's like you're performing in front of the people whose idea of laughing in the beginning is laughing at your demise. Our idea of laughing isn't laughing at you being funny. It's in hopes of you going up, not being funny. Because that's what we find the funny. Like you, right. I was in the environment where the niggas was showing up, right? Like the amateur nights where you just got 15 niggas and they sitting out there and they come for the boo. Mm-hmm. They come for the ignorance. Mm-hmm. So you build a nice world of fuck it. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and if this one I'm gonna do, then I'm gonna do it. And then the confidence grew as you start making them laugh. If I'm making y'all laugh, then I'm gonna be all right.
Because y'all vicious.
Yeah, if I'm making y'all laugh,
right,
I'm gonna be okay. If I'm starting to turn the tables and this room is starting to turn over, these people are starting to turn over, my confidence is starting to get better. And when you start to get people show up, I remember amateur nights where people used to show up and, we hope Lil Kev the Bastard is coming to perform. We hope that guy's coming back. I started to get a little bravado about me. And Then the comics. I can shout out to the Philly comics, man. I can go down from T. Ray Gordon, Buck Wild, Big J. Okerson at the time, Tommy Too Smooth. I can go Keith Robinson. I can go, of course, my guys, Spancourt, Naeem Lynn. But back then, Denny Live.
Damn,
God, I gotta go. I gotta go. D. Lee. I gotta go. Like there was this room of funny, and this room was deemed Philly funny. Like the people that were. I gotta go. B Flat. The comedians, men, women that were in this room that were a part of this environment. They were the shit.
And let me ask you the question. When you was back in that environment, at that time, was it looking like you was going to be the one that go?
No. And here's why, because you don't know what that means. You're not associating stardom with the craft in the beginning.
Yeah.
The stardom is being amongst the peers that are doing it.
Right.
The stardom is being able to get on stage time. The stardom is the city going.
Right.
That's my idea of stardom. That's my idea of making it at that moment. So every tier that presented itself became the next idea of what was stardom.
Right.
You don't see this level
Right.
until the level presents itself. And you're like, oh shit. And you look back and you go, God damn, I was all the way back there and I'm now.
Right.
So the idea of movies, the idea of touring arenas, that was not the idea. That was not what I was doing it for. I was doing it because I was like, this is what I want to do, man. And Eddie Murphy, the coolest motherfucker alive. Damn, man, if I could only, I just want to get on stage. I want to feel that. I want to get that love. How do I get that love? That was the goal. So Philly put me in a position to not care about the doubt.
Right.
Right? Like you once I started to make a little teeny bit of money doing comedy in Philly, well then I felt like I can
make it all over.
Yeah,
the world.
I can go and do it. And then the transition was to New York. But it started in Philadelphia.
Right.
Philadelphia to this day is a place where people do there's like a little hesitation of, God damn, man, I don't feel like dealing with these people.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Right.
Go to Philly, God damn, man, I hope these crowds, because I know they be
rough.
Yeah, there's always a little inklet of in coming to Philly. So you can't rock my world of confidence because of my upbringing, my environment, and what I was true to, especially in the place of comedy. And those comedians, I can say those comedians in the beginning that I developed around, they got a lot to do with it, right? Those attitudes, those personas, that environment is necessary, is needed. You become a product of it. So you're feeding off of that thing that you're around.
Right.
So that was my environment. The Laugh House Comedy Club, the Newmarket Cabaret. Oh my God, Lakey's. You talk about rooms. You talk about him performing. You fucking around. I was in those spots. Yeah. Like
35 people type joint.
No, less. I was in the
he was rapping
crab
it, right?
shacks.
He was rapping it.
Well, I wouldn't have followed him.
Bro, my rise wasn't to the joints. My shit was renting out the motherfucking skating rings with 3,000 kids there. Like Spank over there shaking his head. I don't know what you talking about.
Losing shoes.
You was doing you was doing karaoke night up to prison, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You was
really
on something.
It really is tough while that you try to throw all this amazing, like, these, I don't know, you try to come with these zingers, but you was in jail.
Right.
You do know
I
this?
did. I was.
Yeah, I know. There's not a lot to do there.
Right.
No, I had like
You
3
was in
jobs.
there Christmas carols with your motherfucking celly on the 24th. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire and all that little dumb ass shit. We was out here really
I was getting
living.
a bag. See, every Christmas time.
You was getting a
the
bag.
night before.
You wasn't getting no
Yeah,
bag.
it's a
in
No, I'm not
prison.
talking about that bag.
It's a quarter.
It's a bag
It's
that
a
they give you.
25 cents.
They give everybody a bag with all these little different snacks in there the night before in jail.
No, that was the night. That was the day you wasn't Muslim, huh?
No, everybody. A lot of dudes are not Muslim on that day. They take the bag. Fuck you mean? I'm not saying they're not Muslim, but they take the bag.
Spank, you brought up wow. The skating ring,
Yeah, like,
dances, all that. I mean, you're talking about.
That was them days, man.
You're talking about a different time, man. I remember all this shit.
You was one of them niggas fuck the floor up at dances.
Oh my God.
Was he? He was DM. Dancing
What?
machine.
Left out that bitch with the wettest pair of jeans you've ever seen.
That was my joint too. I used to always
So both of y'all go in there and dance for 4 hours, don't leave with no buzz.
Don't get no ass. That's cool.
listen,
Could you
no.
see Kevin there?
He was in there.
I will tell you, I will tell you
doing
confidently, I left out that bitch. I left out that bitch in the same car that I came in by myself. Danced out.
So we got something in common.
They be like, you see little man over there? He
was tearing it up.
By
So damn
myself.
tough, rock on.
Yeah. By yourself doing this shit right here.
Look, same dance. What I tell you?
The same dance for 3 hours of dancing. And it was nothing
It was the
better.
days, baby.
Nothing
It was the
better.
days.
The
Those
hottest
the
club.
days you never got no pussy.
All
All
the
this
time.
like
It was a different time, man.
You
You
didn't
don't
get no
understand.
action, man.
He know what I'm talking. You was in the zone.
Well,
you just
don't
be
throw
in
me
there.
into no pussy thing. Don't throw me.
No, but the saying you be
I
in
know,
the
but you threw
zone.
me in there like you was with me. Like you.
No, I'm just saying you know the zone.
I
Because
know,
you
but
just
I
be in
did
there
all right.
dancing.
Like y'all didn't go there, but warm a motherfucker up all night. Then they left and went to home to another nigga. I am on my way there. Y'all all in there with that dumb shit. Where they man? The ball on the
was the shit,
where they
man.
man?
There was
Mac
days.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Mac Daddy.
Mac Daddy.
That was his shit. Gunshot.
Hey.
Good shot.
Hey, come on, man. You just can't dance. That's the difference.
No, it's cool.
I was
can't
DM.
dance.
I was
No, I'm talking about Gil. That's why you.
That's
not
why he was mad.
respecting
They used to call me
dances.
Happy Feet back in the
No,
day.
y'all would have been the MPBs back in the day.
No, you-
no pussy boys.
If you was a guy, you went to dances. You went to dances to dance.
Shout out
the
to Bobby
women.
Dance.
The women used to rave over the guys that wasn't afraid to jump in that middle because they make the circle. And
Now
it was
they
all
don't
about
dance.
getting in the middle. It
See, let me just tell you
was
something.
all about getting in the middle.
Y'all niggas a little younger than me.
I got in the middle.
When
what I'm talking
I
about.
got in the middle of some ass.
Yeah, see?
I went to dances to leave with some action. He'll tell you.
Yeah, but that you.
I ain't go to dances.
Yeah, we had two different
to be
focus
sweating.
points.
You,
Yeah, we
what
was
you
just
like
trying to-
40 and shit.
Yeah, I'm 43.
Yeah, I'm
We was being the same
46.
age.
Yeah, y'all the same
We
age.
used to be doing
So it'll
something.
be like this. Wallow, go warm them bitches up for me. He
Yeah.
over there waiting, man.
See, Gilly didn't respect the culture
Of
of
dance.
what dances was. That's
Dance.
what dancing
You go
was
there to
dancing.
dance.
You going there to dance, not be the freaky dude in the corner looking with the eyes and waiting for a girl to look like she's just bored. And you come here. We don't need to be here. That's you. Why we here?
Why you doing? What you
Yeah,
doing?
no,
That's
we
me.
came to dance,
That's
man.
me. Ass man. I need
ridiculous.
some action.
Shouts out to dances from back in the day.
Shout out to Bobby Dance.
Bring him back. Bobby Dance. God damn.
That's a legend.
Shouts out to Bobby Dance.
You know what I mean?
Man.
The legend. And his family and everybody.
Philadelphia history right
what I mean?
there. See, this is stuff that y'all need to bring up and educate people. Dances was a Philadelphia historic place back in
Legendary.
the day. Night on Broadway, historic place back
The
in the day.
parking lot of Stingers where he performed at.
Come on, why-
Losing
listen,
shoes.
Let me tell you a story about dances. Me and him, we go on a stick up.
Oh, Jesus.
Right? Listen. We rob a nigga for some things. And one of the things was his chain. He wanted to keep the chain. All right, go ahead, keep the chain. We go to dances a week later. He had the chain for a week. I go into a store. When I come out the store, a old head in a trench coat with a rusty 38 with tape on the handle robbed the shit out of him for the chain.
For the same chain that you robbed somebody.
No, but let me just explain something to you.
When I tell you
Old
he
head.
was flustered, he was gonna kill me, cuz.
Listen. Old head, listen. It's a difference when an old head walk up on you with a gun and they got tape on the butt of the gun. He means business. This is his area of concentration. And he said, young boy, don't play with me, man. I'm like, I've been waiting for you to come and get this chain. I was holding it for you. Where you been at, old head? Why was you?
You say,
You need a sandwich?
You say-
Take this too.
you say,
I've been waiting for you,
you
man.
say you let it happen.
What?
You let it happen. I remember me and my mom got robbed.
You and your mom.
Me and my mom got robbed.
Damn.
You want to hear the crazy part? Coming from the laundromat. When we had a
Bunch
Yeah,
of
fuck
fucking.
it.
Wait, right there off
nigga, you
Carlisle
remember
Street.
Yes, nigga. Listen, you go up, you
Go-
right
and
here,
you make that right.
area, you go up here, you make it right. Laundromat right here.
they got
Going around the El Dorados?
Listen,
You on the road?
laundromat right there. We got the shopping cart. I'm talking folded clothes, right? My mom got the cart. I got my book bag. I used to go to the laundromat, do the homework. My mom used to carry this little fanny pack, orange fanny pack. Dude came out. He said, "Get that shit up, bitch." And my mom was like, "No."
What?
Swear to God. Listen,
Black women back then was different.
They was different.
Listen, swear to God, hand on the Bible. My mom said no. He said, you think I'm fucking playing with you? Get that shit up. My mom was like, it's nothing in it. No. And I'm just standing there. I'm looking. You know, I don't even know what to do. I'm shocked that I'm looking at a gun. He snatched it off. He go through it. My mom had a bunch of tokens in there, right? The guy get mad. He throw it at my mom. You broke bitch. Call my mom a broke bitch. Threw the fanny pack at her. Hit her. She said, I told you there was nothing in it. Picked it back up. Come on, Kevin. And act like nothing happened. What? I was like...
Yeah, but the black woman was different,
we
though.
Almost died. In my mind, it was going down. Laundromat. And then she made me push the cart the rest of the way. I never walked up that street again for the rest of my life. Listen, I took the longest way to get to the laundromat. What once was a 5-minute walk took me 30 minutes. I went
Broad Street, all across Broad Street.
I stayed in the public eye. I said, I ain't going down that street. I know what happened down there.
My God.
I did not walk down that street for at least a good 10 to 15 years.
But you know what's so crazy? That's Carlisle Street, right?
That's a dangerous block.
Oh my God. You know how many people got robbed coming from out of Studio 37?
Yes.
Going to their cars on that block.
That's a dangerous block, man.
God, that was
got us.
They got one of the area Avs on.
Got it. Called my mom a broke bitch. I'll never forget it. Threw the fanny pack back at her.
Let me ask you a question, though. You looked at your mom a little different, though, than you said my mom's a fucking gangster.
Well, that's what you realize. You don't even... there's not even the idea of gangster, no gangster. There's there's the level of give a fuck and don't give a fuck. It's that simple. Different. It's like, do you give a fuck or do you not give a fuck? My mom's like, I don't give... I ain't got time for this mess. Like, she was so okay with the environment of what she sees on a day-to-day that had no relevancy. It didn't matter. We didn't talk about it. It wasn't something that she called everybody, oh my God, and got there and had to follow. She didn't say nothing else about it. Picked up the fanny pack, told me push the cart, we went home. That's what Area Ave was.
It fucked him up for life.
No, I didn't go down that block. Until this day, I'm not walking down car.
Nigga, he's smart.
Till this day. You tell me go down there right now.
But you listen.
I'm gonna say you go first.
When they put the mural on the next side of Max's, you was that close to Carlisle.
Well, I was also in the car.
He was a block away. He was right there. You can see it.
This nigga watched this mural from the car. That's just nice.
Hey!
Pull off.
There it is.
I got my steak. Hurry up. Go.
There it is. Kev, get out. Walk on it. I'm not going down that block. I'm not going on that block right there. I know he out there. I'd say that was a big incident. And one time me and my boy Adam, no, it was me and Rashid. We got into it with these guys. These guys from Susquehanna and Dolphin. And we got into it, and they showed up in North Philly one day when we was like, we was just chilling. We was at a Chinese store. We got some wings, and we walk, and they showed up. It was like 3-4 of them, and I remember we got jumped. They whooped our ass out there. Those were the only 2 incidents that I had.
Change your life.
No, we went back up to Susquehanna and Dolphin.
What?
Yeah, but I didn't do the work, though. But they did.
Did you say, get him?
No.
Kick him.
I acted like I was in the car and I was about the business. Yeah, no, y'all already know what it is when we get here. They were so fast. They got the car so fast.
Damn, I was getting out. What'd you tell him? What did you tell him?
You got all the mannerisms like you about to do something. Hey, who?
That was Gil back in the day.
Hold on, nigga, grab that. Get it. Are we done? All right, we done? Bitches in the car. Dude. That was fast. We got him good. Kev, you get yours back? No, I didn't touch anybody.
That was his brother. Worked them niggas out. They did what?
No. My brother was the real deal. Shout out to 40 G's, man.
Shout out to him.
A legend. Life is he like you now. Like the older you get, y'all motherfuckers, there's a turn that y'all made. Y'all was like, fuck being cool. And y'all turned into this
another ass nigga.
Like these older weird men. Like y'all got this. You remember like you was. Because Gil was the shit. I remember Gil was a cool ass nigga.
I'm still a shit.
Now Gil sweatpants fit weird. They like weird.
He got a coach hoodie on.
Yeah, he's like Gil think he an assistant coach for all these different programs.
Listen, see, this is the thing, right? When you get a little older, you don't give a fuck about nothing but the money and the family and your health. And so when you hang with this nut ass nigga every day, I'm not getting dressed to hang with this nut ass nigga.
You don't care anymore.
Right, I don't
you
care.
choose comfort over quality. You're
Yes,
at that
right.
point. That's my
Just
brother.
because you want to come in with this tight fitting
It's a nice
Givenchy
sweatsuit.
sweatsuit on for
No, I still-
$13,000 for no fucking
I
reason.
still care
with your
about.
clogs
I still care about the way I look.
and this expensive ass watch.
Listen, you're at a point.
Nigga, that's a
Listen, get off my watch. Listen, you're at a.
He still got it every
Yeah,
avenue.
I know.
Watch
That's
it.
why I said, you know what? As a matter of fact, Spank, put this in the bag.
Spank, hold that, Spanky.
Spank, put it in the bag. Leave now. All right, let's just leave now.
No, don't worry about it.
I know where we still.
If he
at,
do
Spank.
anything, I'll take the
I
police
know still where
report.
we at, Spank.
No, what watch is that?
I'm not getting into these conversations with
No,
you.
I just like that
No,
motherfucker.
it's a great watch, man. If I told you, you
It's a
wouldn't even know.
Timex. It's cool. It's a Timex.
It's just a nice watch. It's a beautiful
It's a
watch,
Timex.
man. You know I'm a watch head. That's my thing.
You are?
I'm a watch fucking head.
Oh.
I'm
How
a
many
watch
watches do you have?
It's none of your goddamn business.
Listen, he will rob you. Like, look,
none of your goddamn business.
he's still on Area Ave time.
you see
One
that?
moment, he's
See,
going to do a
that,
stick
But that's
up.
what I mean. I haven't lost that. Like,
You
see,
on point, you
yeah,
swift.
You see, I'm like, what the
But when
fuck
that
is your
dude
problem?
ran up on you and your mom.
Fuck is your problem? That's what
You
you
know, he was bitching.
Yeah.
He ran up on his mom. Get it, but he was like, just give it
He's
up,
supposed
mom.
to be.
He was like, give it up, mom.
He was supposed to be.
What are you waiting on?
What are you doing, mom?
Kev,
You
Kev,
just both killed.
Listen.
Give him the tokens, mom.
But listen,
Kev.
he really knew it wasn't
But
nothing
Kev,
in there.
Kev.
He's like, it's nothing in
Kev.
there, mom.
Kev, you're a
Just
better,
give him the fucking tokens.
you're a better man than me, Kev.
Yeah.
Prime example how that would have happened. Dude would have come up, shut up, bitch, give me that gun. I'd have been like, Mom would have been, she'd have handled that. I'd have found out what happened when she got home. I would have found, I'm running. Fuck it, Mom. We both ain't got to go, Mom. I love you, but
That's what I
You
was
gotta
saying.
go.
How was y'all partners? Like what?
because he would tell or I would tell. It would, either way, if somebody
What?
got caught.
Fuck
No,
you
we
mean?
both told on each other. Back in, you remember
Get
the time
fuck
when we
outta
robbed
here.
the, you know.
No. See, I'm not always been an athlete.
He the one that always
been
told
the
him.
slow.
He told us
so
why when
he
they did the
always
time.
got caught. Like you got to he been locked up at 11.
He was my partner,
12,
and I always went to jail. He did.
14.
Wow,
He never
always
went
got
to jail.
caught.
Si-
He
Always
never went
got
to-
caught. His
Kev.
last time he was
Kev.
laying on the ground talking about, guys, come out, they got us. I'm like,
Kev.
what?
Kev.
The fuck are you
Kev.
talking about?
How do I always get caught and
They
he
got
get-
us. The fuck is you talking
He always told on me, Kev.
Fuck it. How I tell I ain't never get locked up?
No, you got-
only been locked up one
because you-
time in my whole entire
Because
life.
they didn't take you down because in the back of the paddy wagon you got busy.
What the
Here's
fuck,
my all
man?
right, here's my question, Gil. But you was like, there was a moment where you were the real deal in ball too.
Still
There was a
is.
no, well, listen,
He
you
went
still
to
play.
he went to an off-brand college.
No,
I get
didn't.
that, but I'm
No.
saying, but there was a moment though where you was the real deal in ball in the city too. People
Yes.
associated you with basketball heavy.
Yes.
So at that point, you still were towing the line between
Being a loser.
being the fucking the street nigga, stick up boy.
No, you gotta understand some real shit is that I used to go to college, right? I would be at college. I would come home.
And do stick-ups.
Me and this nigga would do stick ups, and then I would go back up to college.
back to college.
Like I had an apartment up Stanton Avenue off of campus as well, because I moved out my mom's crib at 18. I never been back. You feel me? So, like
So
literally,
sleeping on the couch
I
ain't
would
literally
come
back and
home
you slept on the couch on the weekends?
and we would do armed
Sleeping on the
robberies,
couch
Yeah.
on the weekends.
and then I would go back up to college.
That was the plan. That was the move.
I mean, that's all we knew. It started off at Erie Avenue. You know how it started off. Your brother was out there.
Yeah.
You start off, you 11, you 12. They got the bamboo earrings. It's 88. You snatching earrings. Wham! Oh, you run the mics. Mike give you 100, being 50. You by the time you come back, they already on the XH client on their way to the dinner. You waiting on the next subway stop to come up. So that's how it started off. You know what I mean? Then as you get older, it's like, I don't want no fucking $100 earrings. I'm trying to rob this whole dice game
Yeah.
and come up quick. And you gotta understand, in robberies, that shit be some of the fastest shit. Like literally is 1 minute and you got everything. Like that's why I never hustled growing up. I never understood hustling growing up. I'm like, y'all niggas get a pack. Y'all go stand on the corner. Y'all gotta sell that shit. Give him back $100 and y'all keep $25. No. Get that shit up. Oh, I got everything. And
So, one time it
that
went
was my
bad, though.
mentality. You
Well, one
feel what
time
I'm
it
saying?
went bad.
I had a fucked up mentality.
Yes, he did. One time we robbed an off-duty police officer. And I told him by the time we got to the car, I don't think this is a good idea. We need to give him his stuff back. And he wanted to argue with me. And I'm like, cuz, give it back to him. He's a cop. You seen his badge. This back in the day. So the statute of limitation, I'm like, let's just get, he's like, why are you bitching? I'm like, I think this is the right thing to do. Either we're going to do the right thing or I'm going to do the right thing. Because I'm going to report this. I think this needs to be reported. I was going to report it because it was like, why is he doing this?
First of all,
he wanted to be a loser. I'm like, yo, bro, I don't think that was cool.
First of all, let's just keep it real. We did not know that nigga was a fucking cop. The nigga had the fucking watch on his
once
wrist.
we was notified that he was, we gave it back. We should have gave it back.
Hold up, wait. I'm a cop. And I said, I don't give a fuck what she is. You better hug that fucking tree, nigga.
He hugged the tree, and I told him, I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah, Wallow don't sound like a good partner.
He was a bitch.
Yeah, you don't sound like the.
Let me say something.
Wallow sounds like the guy that after you done, he put all the shit in your head. He's like, yo, I think they following us, cuz. Like, that's Wallow. Wallow's that guy.
Wallow was the nigga that.
I'm looking back. We'll be driving
He was the nigga that. He was the nigga
They
that.
always the cops. Whoa. Go, let's go.
That's why he was the one that did the most time. Because he was the one with the conscience. He was the one that whole time. We threw Nas right on. We in the car. Stolen cop Glock with C notes in my hand.
I'm like, this not.
I'm waving the
I'm like, we should drop that gun off at this police station.
I'm waving a gun.
I'm like,
he in the back seat like this. I think we fucked up. Like,
we done.
This we done. Like, I don't think you know what we did. Shut the fuck up. The same way we are now, that's just how we was back then. Shut the fuck up.
That's a bad partner.
Yeah, he was a bad partner.
That's a bad partner.
Now, Kev, I'm going to ask you something, Kev.
He was a terrible partner.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is brought to you by Owens Mixers. Just add Owens to kick up your pregame and night with a better tasting cocktail. Owens Mixer is the easiest way to make high-quality bar-style cocktails that will get you right back to the party. Vodka, tequila, or gin over ice, and just add Owens. That's all you gotta do is add Owens. Owens Mixer pair perfectly. I'm talking about this right here pairs perfectly to create the best American Mule, vodka cranberry, margarita, transfusion, and more. Visit owensmixer.com for more cocktails and where to buy nationwide, including clubs, restaurants, and arenas. Just add Owens Mixer to create great party cocktails. Easy to make, easy to buy. Go to owensmixer.com, Amazon, or GoPuff. Owens Mixer. Listen. Get the party started with Owens Mixer. And it's just like that.
Coming up from Philadelphia.
I only know that because, I relate.
Yeah.
I was the same, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he was on my
time.
time.
Fucked up partner.
Same nigga. That's why I did it by myself.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm the one that rolled up on the dice games. I'm the one that rolled up on some of them houses. And by the way, when I rolled up, they already knew what it was.
I know.
It wasn't.
You
a
were just
question.
saying hi.
Nah, it wasn't a question. Look, if you saw me and you saw because I had the
mask.
I had the mask, but
Back in the
when
day.
I came up, my move was out the car, mask down. Wow, everybody
Get it.
wanted. And they was like, yo, come on. They used to call me Lil Dirty. Lil Dirty, don't do it. Don't do it. And I was like, Bob, I'll just shoot them off. Bob.
Shoot in the air.
Just a couple of shots in the air. That's enough. Knew I wasn't playing. Get the motherfucking bag. And them licks was adding up. Then I got caught. off of the joint. You know the
Joint
bridge.
down there.
You know the bridge? I got caught off of the motherfucking bridge. Under the bridge is where I used to hide my shit. I took the bricks out because I had a contractor license as well. So I was real good with my hands. So nigga, I built under the bridge. I built another fucking wall. That's why I put all my dope. Fucking
they found
money. Nigga, they fucking found my shit and had me. When they got me, they was like, where the rest of it? And I was like, nigga, in the ground. And that's when
They busted you. I seen that in the
they
paper.
busted me. But the whole thing with that bus is they also knew I was a good kid, so they didn't hold everything against me because they said I had a future. So I was able to leave that shit behind.
You told on some niggas, man.
Yeah, that's
Last
cool.
time. You know what I'm saying?
Came down to it, he told on some niggas. Kevin, Wallow, Rizzy.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna ask you something important, right?
They said
go ahead.
you had a shitload of cloud homicides. A little dirty.
Listen.
They said you was a cloud shooting motherfucker. Everybody get on a bop, 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 bop.
Now, when success come, Kev, how do you deal with the close proximity entitlement from people that came up with you in the game or family members? How do you deal with entitlement when people say, Kev, the hard work you put in, I want to benefit of that, or I want you to finance the lifestyle that you don't live for yourself for me?
My circle's very small.
Okay.
My circle's extremely small. It's not there's not a wide variety of individuals and personnel around me. Like through the journey of success, the same people have been there from the beginning to the end. So the sense of entitlement I'll say that we faced or that has reared its head in our friendship and our group, we've been able to nip it in the bud because of our relationships. Like we're real friends, real brothers. And,
Right.
you know, the idea of checking someone or making one understand like when you're out of bounds, out of pocket, is not as hard, right? But
Yes.
I think the expectations are just unrealistic with what people expect you to do because of your success. People go, you're there and you getting all this, so why can't you just easily bring me on?
Right.
And why can't you put me on? And while you're trying to get on, people expect you to do for them when you're still doing for yourself. Like
Right.
I'm just now in the position where I can really make the extension of an olive branch and make things happen for other people, make real career moves for other people. I'm just now at the point of real control. When you still a work for hire, you're still a work for hire.
Right.
But you can't explain that to people that don't have an idea of what that means. Like just because I'm in a movie, I don't run that movie. I'm not in charge of that movie.
Right.
I was hired to do the movie.
Right.
Lead or no lead, I may work for hire. So it's not until that change and you now become the man that's in control of the machine.
Right.
Like you really got the hat and you make the decisions and you're doing the casting and you're doing the budget and you're the partner with the studios because you're a studio. Now it's a completely different scenario. But back then, our arguments or I think our roadblocks that presented themselves were just based off of expectation and wants that weren't realistic.
Right.
So my conversations was like, dude, you're talking as if you're not with me and if you don't know me,
Right.
you're falling into the same space that people out there are supposed to fall into.
Right.
It's like when everybody sees the basketball player get drafted, the first thing they say is, oh my God, man, he a millionaire. He got so much money now. But he doesn't.
Right.
He doesn't have so much money now.
Right.
He just got drafted. He hasn't even received his first check.
Right.
But that first day on draft day, people are like, hey man, you know this is a good time to, and you think you can help
He just
him.
got 10 million.
Oh my God, man, we know you got the
Trying to
money.
open
You
up
just
his
came
cleaners.
in. Well, he doesn't have it.
Right.
That money's paid out through the duration of a year, and it's paid out weekly, and weekly it's taxed, and he's got a lifestyle, he's got his bills,
Taxes is
so he can't spend all the money because the money has yet to come.
Right.
But people are counting your money as if they know what the money is and how it's divvied up, and that's the biggest problem with entitlement.
Right.
So when you talk about the pressure that people put on you, well, your rebuttal is don't have a lot of people that you gotta fucking reply to. You keep that number small because when it's small, you're now having real conversations versus the fuck is you talking about? Like a bunch of those are draining.
Yes,
When it's
too
small
draining.
and people actually are receiving the things that you're saying and there's an understanding of why, then that small group grows.
Right.
And we don't get bigger in people. We get bigger in knowledge and understanding and development.
Right.
The rapport that we have is one that just can't be infiltrated. And that's why I love my fucking contained ass group.
Right.
That plastic cup boy shit is for real. Like we built it, we stand on it, we abide by it, and it's still moving until this day. Yeah, there's been some ups and downs, but that nucleus of 8, maybe 9 tops, it's the foundation.
That's life though. Ups and downs is
Yeah.
a part of life.
It's the best.
You know what I mean? But the show of true friendship and true brotherhood is when you go through your ups and downs and you still together.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? A lot of people go through ups and downs and then it's, I don't fuck with him no more. Well, you really didn't fuck with him.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So if they ain't do nothing that's that serious.
Who stands the test of time?
Right.
Who stands the test of time? And then, you know, that envy thing plays a major part, right? Like who's really happy for you? Who's really happy for your success?
Genuinely happy.
Like who's really there and they're like, dude, it's so dope to see you do what you did. Like who's really looking at you guys in this space like, God damn, man. The motherfuckers started here, now they here. Yo, it's dope to see from the outside and watch you guys. Like where are you getting that energy from and where is it genuine? I think that's the separation, right? Because you got different looks that you receive.
Right.
You got the...
Why
Yeah,
you
why
and not
you?
me?
Right.
I'm over here. I've been doing this shit.
Forever.
Yep.
Yeah, now you...
Right.
Come on, man. Like that's crazy. Like you got a bunch of those.
Yeah,
That sounds
absolutely.
familiar.
Dude, that's crazy.
Absolutely.
That's crazy. Those add up.
Absolutely.
But then when you do receive the genuine and you look at where it comes from, man, I think it's that's what makes it worth it. That's the that's the ammunition and fuel that you need to not just know that you're doing the right thing, but know that the trajectory, right? Like it's going to get bigger, it can get bigger, but with the right people around you, your head can stay in the best spot ever.
Right.
And I do credit my fucking circle, my surroundings, to me not going on the crazy side of Hollywood or the crazy side of, you know, ego, or just that mindset that you're bigger than the world, and you can't be humbled, right? Like I'll say my guys have done a great job. Guys' household. By the way, I have been humbled. I've been sat down in more ways than one. So I done been punched in the fucking face by life, by the business, and that helps as well. But my foundation definitely is one of the best pieces to this puzzle.
Let me ask you this question. Being that you've seen all spectrums of the arena, you've seen the ups, the highest. I don't know if I could say the highest of the highs, but to me, in this shit, you the biggest motherfucker. You feel me? But then you seen some down moments where, you know, the social media, the gram, they talking, they chopping it up.
Need a drink.
You know, they talking they shit. But then you come right back. You hit them with some movies, you hit it, and you right back. Do it ever fuck with your confidence?
You know, when it's the best question you get, because people really don't believe or I don't think they think that I'm being serious when I give my answer. What you can't stop or control, you can't stop or control, right? Like, what's done is done. For the world, real quick before I answer this, if you don't know what I'm drinking, it's Gran Coromino, the best tequila that you can buy right now. It's a Cristalino. It's a clear reposado. Make it your business to get in this business and be a part of my business. It's good business. Sorry about that.
By the way, this episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is well brought to you by New Amsterdam Vodka.
Yeah,
you know,
sorry about that.
Life ain't going your way.
Yeah.
Shout out to New Amsterdam Vodka.
Caught your bitch cheating today.
Yeah, there you go.
Shout out to New Amsterdam Vodka.
You thought you was going to the Kevin Hart concert, but the tickets were sold out. They didn't come your way.
Shout out to New Amsterdam Vodka.
Yes, it's still 5 times.
Five.
It's filtered 3 times.
Three.
If you speak Spanish, that's uno, dos, tres. For that clean, crisp finish. Now, you could drink it straight up.
Straight.
You could drink it on the rocks. Rocks. You know, you could, drink it with juice, soda, or you could just make a classic New Amsterdam mule. That's up to you. But when you're out and about at your local liquor store, make sure you get some. And it's great for pre-gaming. I'm talking about football season is now. I don't know what city you're in. If you're a Bears fan, you're a St. Louis fan, you're
Eagles fan.
That's my team. Like myself. You know, it's great for pre-gaming. So when you're out and about, make sure you get you some New Amsterdam Vodka, the official vodka of Barstool Sports, and the presenting sponsor for $1 Million Worth of Game.
You know what, guys? I am all about partnerships. And let me tell you something, Amsterdam Vodka, if you do not understand it, you should. You got great partners. Goddamn it. Partners are people that embrace the product. That's dope shit. Good shit, y'all.
I want to say this, too. I want to rename your crew. Dirty Cup Boys. That's a dirty cup you drinking out of. I knew it. It was Dirty Cup. Dirty Cup Boys. No, say, no, that was Clean Cup. It's cool. Clean Cup Boys. My fault. You cool.
So I'm going to answer your question, Gil. So look, what you can't control, right? My ability to process and be very realistic about the way that I process life's moments, I feel is one of my biggest blessings, right? I don't engage in the world of fuck, goddamn, it's bad. Well, once it's bad, you can only think about how to then turn it good. So my focus immediately goes to the work that has to be done to make something better.
Right.
So when I've fallen, when I've stepped in the shit, it's all right, well, I got to go find some water to clean off my shoes. And I'm not going to throw my sneaks away. I'm just going to clean them good, and I'm not going to step in shit anymore. I'm going to look down before I walk now. Right. When I've fallen and it's time to get up, all right, well, am I just jumping back up? Or should I sit down for a second before I get up, look around? All right, people saw me fall, whatever. I'm not embarrassed about it. Let me get up, stand up on my own, and dust it off, but show that it's not a bad thing to fall. Like, I'm that guy. Like, so I think the best thing that can happen to any of us, and I've said this several times, is the world a fuck up, is the world a problem. Like, People are afraid to embrace that shit. I'm not. Like, embrace the good, the bad, the ugly.
Right.
Because that's how the dope shit gets discovered.
Right.
You don't know how dope the shit is until you've done the undope.
Right.
The undope makes you go, okay, now this is dope. This is right.
Right.
This is actually fucking great.
Right.
Right?
Right.
This is unbelievable. You don't know how fucking blue water can be till you've been in the water that's not that blue.
Right.
Yo, this water is dark as shit. But you find it till you go over there and say, yo, goddamn.
Right.
Look at this shit over here. Everything is a discovery. I embrace the progression in discovery. So entertainment moment, life moment, career moments, personal moments. I've been on all fucking sides of the spectrum. I've seen it all. And I would not be in the seat that I'm in today. I would not be able to handle the volume of shit that comes with sitting in this chair if I didn't go through all of the shit that I've been through.
Right.
And I do mean that.
Right.
Because now you're just able to see from every single lens. I'm able to see from every single point of view. I don't know everything. I don't need to know everything. I don't want to know everything. But I do know how important it is to listen. I do know how important it is to fucking understand. So I do my best to try to do that at the highest level. And if and when I do, great. If I don't, then maybe I need more help processing it. I'll be patient enough until I get it right. And eventually I'll be all right.
And it's hard to see through all spectrums, through all lenses when you never failed.
Well,
You know what I mean? So failing is it make you reevaluate. It make you,
people are afraid to fail.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're afraid to fucking fail. And that's what, that's one of the biggest questions that I ask. Like it's the why. If you're afraid to fail, it means you're afraid to start.
Right.
If you're afraid to start, that means you're never really going to get an understanding or answer when it comes to the world of you doing what you want to do.
Right.
Yo, I want to do such and such and such and such, but man, I don't want to do it because they fuck around and it probably ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
They're probably not gonna like me. Well, then that means you're afraid to start
Right.
because you're already thinking about the thing that's gonna be wrong. So there's a multi-layer in that space of fear, right? And if you're attaching it to failure, you're losing already.
Right.
So I'm from the side of discovery. I don't know what I'm not gonna like until I fucking try it. I don't know what I'm not gonna be good at until I try to do it and realize it wasn't my cup of tea. Right. Whatever that thing is, you gotta try it. You gotta do it. And what I love the most about where I am now, is I'm able to give the information. These fucking books that I've been writing, these audio books that I've been releasing. The last one was The Decision, and that's on Audible. This one that I just put out is called Monsters and How to Tame Them.
And where can they get these books?
This on Audible, right? These are audio books. But The reason I'm bringing it up is this isn't me preaching. It's not me talking at you. Mm-hmm. It's me I'm giving a tutorial of moments, obstacles, breakdowns, presentations that the business and the life in the business presents while I was in a world of not knowing what the fuck anything was.
Right.
Here's my mistakes, and I just want to tell you what the fuck they were. Here's how I got better in dealing with them. Here's some of the things that fucking caught me off guard. Here's how I handle what I'm doing. I'm just giving information. These little tidbits to some will be valuable.
Yeah.
If we had more information and people shared information, do you know how much further so many of us would be in our culture if motherfuckers wasn't so secret with their road to success or their journey of how they got to or their mistakes or mishaps? Do you understand how many fucking people would have a much clearer road in the place of business? We were talking this morning about just in the music business, right? Mm-hmm. They were just saying like, when it comes to the younger artists in these contracts and getting fucked over, et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, in today's time, these younger artists have access to the older ones that didn't do it right, that made the mistakes, that signed the bad paperwork.
Right.
So if they could give the information of what you should look for, mm-hmm. why you shouldn't just sign, mm-hmm. here's the things that really should stick out to you.
Get this lawyer.
These are tricky parts. Get a base lawyer. You ain't got to give. If the information, if one of them just did something mm-hmm. where they gave the information of, hey man, to these young up and coming artists, we know how important it is for you to get out the trap, for you to get out the hood. Mm-hmm. We know what that dollar looked like in the beginning. Hey, take that money, but here's what you got to fucking look out for. Mm-hmm. Here's what I want y'all to start doing. Mm-hmm. Now that information, if they do get it, they do obtain it.
Right.
Whether they choose to use it or not, it's there.
It's there.
Somebody provided it.
This episode of $1 Million Worth of Game is brought to you by Dollaz. Manage your music business all in one place with Dollaz. Dollaz is a worldwide music distribution for independent artists and labels that's made very easy. Dollaz offers unparalleled control over your music catalog. With Dollaz, you can release your music to all major platforms as often as you want, whenever you want. Dollaz also makes collaborations easy. You can seamlessly add payment splits for each release and automatically pay your team and collaborators. Monetize your music in over 250 plus stores and services. Every week, Dollaz will be giving $100 cash to 5 random new artists who sign up with the link in the YouTube description. Take control over your music at Dollaz.com. You hear me? Take control of your music right now at Dollaz.com.
Welcome to another episode of $1 Million Worth of Game Business Spotlight, where we highlight some of the greatest people that can get you off your couch. Gil used to be a couch warrior. It was some people that came through in life at different times that helped him get off the couch. But today, we got somebody special that been here before, and he gave away $1 zillion worth of game, help a lot of people get their credit together. He also started a lot of people credit business game from the information that he gave. We got my man, Him 500, a.k.a. Slim 500. He's on the show today. He's going to give you, listen, he's just giving away a bunch of free training. I'm talking about, he is going crazy. Recession-proof day. It's like octopus leagues. They got stuff going on everywhere. He's giving out game on all different types of level. But him, listen, man.
Hold on, man. First before you go any further.
Before we even get any further, I need you to text, because I need you to be tapped into with all the stuff you got going on. I need you to text LIVE, LIVE, to 404-737-3767, 404-737-3767. I'm talking about, this is live. Text live, and we're live, and he's not playing. Tell us what you got going on. Tell him about this free training.
Hold on, man. First of all, before we go any further, man, I got to get this nigga a platinum salute. You know what I mean? My nephew Rab, who's down in Atlanta right now
he's going to Clark
Atlanta College. He watched the episode that you was on where you taught people how to fix their credit right there from home. He took that information and started his own credit company. Off of that, he elevated his whole life, man.
He elevated his whole life. And
at 18 years old, man.
Kim been mentoring him.
At 18 years old, he elevated his whole life, man. So I just want to commend you for that, man, because the shit you doing out here, you got 10,000 mentees under you that I seen personally. A lot of them where you put in 2 757 Delta jets and flew them down to your events for free to see me and Wallow and Ross and Magic John, just everybody, all types of people. Floyd. Yeah. So, you know, man, I commend you for really controlling this business shit like you really do, and showing people of our color, of all colors and all nationalities, that you could be a black man in this motherfucking world and really win out here, because your fucking house, nigga,
it's spectacular.
That shit's spectacular, man.
He got invisible security.
Man, that shit like the Jetsons, man.
You walk past the house, you get too close, it's gonna throw you across the street.
Right, man. That shit crazy.
Next level
man.
shit.
So tell us what you got going on, man, and how you gonna help our followers.
I want to give him another salute. I just want to salute you, because what you did is you understand, together each achieve more. Teamwork make the dream work. I seen you give resources. Yeah. You said, hold up, don't compete with me, come eat with me. You gave resources to so many brothers, man, that's doing anything. Brothers and sisters out here that's doing anything. You put them in the circle. You gave them resources.
Right.
And you gave them all information that they needed to amplify what they had going on. So I salute you for that. But go ahead, Gil.
Yeah, go ahead. So tell us what you got going on.
I appreciate it, man. It's so much y'all spoke on that I could lean in on. But why we do the highlight is that we got to be able to understand that it wasn't a lot of people to mentor us. Like, we don't got a lot of mentors now, and we can see that now we can be cool when it comes. We can make it into rapping, but we can understand the rap business. So you got people that's, taking their own money and learning how to be independent. You got comedians like a Kevin Hart, who's not only a comedian now, he's a business owner.
A big time business.
So we may have a talent of a rapper, but we all got to be business owners. We all have to be entrepreneurs. And a lot of times we don't have the resources or somebody to mentor us on the business side. Now we're learning it and we know it's cool. So now it's time to start really turning it up when it comes to business. Right. And that's my thing, is that I want to train people. Like, I don't want to say, yo, pay me for something. I want to give you something for free, but I want you to come and work with me live. I want to earn your trust. I want you to really see, like, ask me questions. I want to work with you live. I want you to be able to ask me questions, and so we can actually dedicate the information to what it is that you do. A lot of times is that I know you could buy courses. I got every course under the sun in Recession-proof, but I want the followers from $1 Million Worth of Game and everybody who support to actually come learn live from me. Right, because a lot of us don't know. Like, they be like, "Yo, I could start my own business." Like, you got people out there, entrepreneurs, they in the rap. They want to own trucks. They want to do things. They don't know that, you know, what banks that they can actually go to. They don't know how to go. Like, they don't know, go to a credit union before you ever go to a bank. You know, you go start with your local credit unions first, and that's how you establish your credit. That's how you start. Because why? They give larger lines. You can go get $25,000 from FDU. You can go get $25,000 from a key bank. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people don't realize. So First Tech is another one. You can go get $25K on your personal. Go get $25,000 from, that's 3 institutions I gave y'all. That's $75K. All you need is a 710, 720 credit score. It don't even got to be nothing, you know, stupendous. But they'll give it to you. Now, when you go to an Amex, you have those larger lines. If you go to Amex out the gate, a lot of people got denials because they didn't have larger lines, or they give you 2,000, 3,000. And if you only use 10% or 30% utilization of those cards at 2,000, that's nothing. It's crumbs. So when you go get a 75, you got to understand is this. This is just for my entrepreneurs, but I want y'all to understand. You go to the credit unions first. Go to the credit unions. They'll give you larger lines. You let those sit 6 months to a year. Then you go over to your Amex. Then you go over to your Chase. Now you can just set up an LLC, set your business up. You don't got to go and do all of the Grangers and set everything up. You can still go get a $75,000 credit card on the business side. Imagine getting 75 from Chase, 75 on the Amex. That's 150,000 that don't show up on your credit. Now we start figuring out, well, then how do I leverage this, and what businesses do I want to go into? If you're a rapper, you got budget, right? You can afford features. If you're a comedian, you need to travel, you need to create content, you need to, you know, be able to distribute it, pay for advertisements, do things to reenact funds, to get funds back. Things you can do. Outside of that, a lot of people not entrepreneurs. How many people know that? Have you ever heard of JV Zoo, right? People like, nah. How many of y'all out there heard of JV Zoo, right? This is where it's called, the JV is for joint venture. Imagine that somebody has a business already. Imagine New Amsterdam Vodka. They're already established and have a business, and they told you, I'll pay you to sell my stuff. See, now you can go out there and you find businesses that have affiliate programs. So if they got an affiliate program, you can go to JV Zoo, PLR Hustle, and ClickBank is banks that is businesses you can partner with. What they'll do is allow you to sell somebody else's product. So imagine selling somebody else's product and getting paid for it.
Yeah.
My goal is, I tell people, this is just one stream of income. You can get the money from the banks and go sell somebody else's product.
And win.
And now people say, well, how do you sell? What products do I sell? Which ones? You want to sell ones that create monthly reoccurring revenue. So if somebody charges, let's say you went into credit repair, shout out to Rab 215, right? He in credit repair. Yeah. He uses Credit Repair Cloud. It's $179 a month for the software. Guess what? Off that software, for people who want to start a credit repair business, you can go, and if I sent him that link, right? Off that $179, I'm getting paid every single month when he get paid. I teach people credit repair. Well, when they sign up for a Credit Repair Cloud, I get paid off of it. I make $60,000 a month in affiliate fee from somebody else's business. Imagine if I took a credit card and I said, yo, I want to pay influencers to promote my affiliate link. I don't got a following. I don't got a business. All I got is some money, access to capital, and an affiliate link for somebody else's business.
Damn.
I then pay an influencer to promote it. So I pay an influencer to promote it. Let's say I go out there and I get a B. Simone. B. Simone, can you promote this link? Boom, boom, boom. She agrees. She do an ad. I get paid off her followers. They send it to me. I may pay B. Simone $5,000 off a credit card here. Boom, I got $25,000. I may turn around, take her ad, and go to Shade Room. Once she make the ad, it's mine. I got it. I go to Shade Room, put the same, her ad, her likeness, put it on Shade Room with my link, and I'm still getting paid. As people sign up, I get paid every single month. I don't even got a business. It's so much when it comes to, like, we say we can't make money, we can't struggle. Like, the goal is to make $100,000 a year. At this point, where inflation is going, if you don't make at least, if you're not making $5,000 plus a month, you in a struggle. You can't afford a house, you can't afford a car, and there's so many people come to me. They be like, "Yo, it ain't about lifestyle. Like I could take, look, this shit don't mean nothing."
I take
when we go into when we go into
it's just a Richard Millie for me. I'm a Richard Millie on Gilly. It don't mean nothing. Remember you said that, nigga.
Nah, bro, because our people is not. It's not all about. They got to make $1 million. Right?
Shit's so expensive. I don't even know how to close the motherfucker. Shit don't close like no rolly.
Right? But in reality, bro, we not looking like, yo, our people need a way out and they need options. And they need people that can actually properly train them. And that's why I said, listen, I can teach you 5 to 7 different ways that you can start an entrepreneurship. The same thing that you did to affiliate, like with affiliate marketing, is the same thing you can do for your if you're a rapper or any product you got. If you sell cars, whatever business you're in, we just need the mentorship. And sometimes it's the guidance from those who got the experience. Like, I've been able to build my business up. Like, I done did over $10 million in business, 25 million in 2 years. Like, I got different level of reach, a different level of access. And now I wish somebody would have told me this years ago. Like, if somebody would have gave me this game years ago, like, these are things that you can do. People don't tell us that we can put money into funds and automated funds and automated traders that will give us returns that you couldn't think of. But it's a minimum of 250,000. And you realize, like, yo, they hold information away from those who can't afford it. Like, if you're not qualified, I'm not gonna tell you. But we got the hustle, we got the drive, we got the ambition. If you gave us the opportunity, we'll be able to better our lives. But they don't do it. So my thing is, like, I'm like, yo, I want to do it live. Like, I want to teach people live. I tell people this, man, give me 90 minutes to earn your trust.
Like 90 minutes to earn your trust and upgrade your bank account. Nigga, Richard Millie on Gilly, that motherfucker.
You know what I mean?
I said, let me put that motherfucker down before I drop it.
That's all I'm asking. I said, yo, listen, give me 90 minutes to earn your trust. Text the word live to 404-737-3767. I'm going to show you how you can clean your credit report. I'm going to show you how to get a minimum $250,000. And I'm going to show you how to start at least 3 to 5 streams of income live. And I'm going to take your questions.
And it's going to be for free.
And they're going to do everything but wipe your ass, man.
And for free. The education on me, the execution on you. Like, I educate you, you got to execute. We're going to take it to the next level. My goal is to create 100 millionaires.
Oh, you could do that.
Yeah, I already got 30 of them, right? I didn't help create 30 millionaires, but my
31.
goal is 31.
I ain't got no money.
Right?
Shit.
And so that's
rich,
the
bitch.
goal, right? And like,
Fuck is you talking about?
yeah,
He ain't fool nobody no more. They don't give a
I
fuck
wear
how long you wear them.
$2
I don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck how long you wear them nasty ass Adidas sweatpants with your knee prints in them and all that. Everybody know you got money now.
I'm broke. I drive minivan.
Fuck wrong with you? No, you drove minivans. Once you got that 63 Benz, they said the bitch been tucking because we know he cheap. Nigga was eating out the Chinese store for 3 years straight. We know that bitch cheap. That bitch got a 63. He was tucking.
I'm broke.
He was hanging with him and them niggas. He gonna be on that live.
That live.
You want a 63 in your future? Nigga, join the live. What's that number?
But no, the one thing about this, I need y'all to text live the 404-737-3767, 404-737-3767, and just get this information. It's like, I done seen it. I done been up close to it. I know most of the people, and I seen people from the beginning. I seen people come around with him from the beginning, and I seen them just skyrocket out of here. They're in better position to take care of their families, and now they teachers. They went from students to being teachers themselves. I'm talking about there's a number of brothers, man, that's just out here. But like, you know,
he went from ashy to classy.
They went to ashy to classy. And it's a brotherhood of them, and a sisterhood. You know, you just see so many people, especially when you have your events every year. They just be like,
this is the thing is that, you know, I'm connected. Like, I want to be able to connect with people. Like, I see. Like, I respect the Jay-Z's, I respect the Puffs, but it's hard to connect with them once they reach a certain level. I've been able to build with my community. That's why you see I do my events. And my people who pay me, the people who've actually invested in Recession-proof, you see them with me live. Like, I'm not just online. Like, I'm not an online guru that sit online. Like, I'm outside with the people. I do live trainings, get on live with me and really get to see and hear from me and be like, okay, let me see how he teaches. Let me see what the mindset is, because a lot of times we don't got people that want to do a lot. They want to sell us courses. They don't want to come in and educate live. So we changing that now, where it's not you sitting at home on a computer by yourself. Like, let's get in here, let's mix it up, let's do it live. And not only will it be me, I got special guests. So it's a celebrity special guest that'll be on that y'all definitely probably would like to learn from and hear more about with business. But you know, you got to text live to figure out.
Yeah, this dude that he's talking about, he's extremely successful.
You never know who's gonna be the fuck on there.
He made a bunch of money. This dude is a big time dude. That's all I'm gonna say.
They know who the fuck him is.
I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about the person he's bringing on here.
Him only fuck with big time niggas.
I mean,
he never went to McDonald's or ordered a small fry in his life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he only fuck with the supersized, but not on duty. Not the fuck on duty. Mm-hmm. He only deal with the giants in the game, man. You know what I mean? Only a nigga like him gonna bring Magic Johnson out. You know, Gilly out.
Floyd Mayweather.
You know, Floyd Mayweather. You know, I ain't say you.
Meek Mills.
Yeah,
I know you hating on
Meek. You know what I mean?
Meek was there. I want to give him look 20. Most people don't realize. I'm gonna give y'all a play. Can I give him a play? Truist. Go to Truist Bank. You can get set up first with. That's where you start with your.
You go online, Truist, or you walk into there. You go online.
You can go online or go inside.
Truist.
To Truist Bank, right? With Truist, you can go get a credit card. You can get a 0% interest credit card from Truist, but you also can go and get a business line of credit from Truist. And a lot of people don't know to go in and do it the same day at the same time and get one inquiry. It's the same thing like Bank of America. You can get 2 business credit cards on one inquiry. What happens is Truist and Bank of America pull from 2 different credit bureaus. So now you got 4 bank products with 1 inquiry on both. That's an easy 100K. Strictly off of just them 2 banks and them institutions. Like my goal is to tell you guys, like, yo, we can get access to capital, but 100%, I gotta put this disclaimer out. Understanding getting somebody else's money, leveraging OPM can be a potential dangerous hazard. You have to understand. You have to learn how to use it responsibly. You have to understand how to properly utilize your credit. The ones knowing what doesn't report on your credit, knowing how long you have to pay it back. So, because the worst thing you want to do is get behind the gun when it comes to interest. And now you're losing profit in your business. So you have to learn how to leverage it responsibly. And that's what I want to educate you on. I could tell you how to get it all day, but I don't want you going into debt, because the same way I approach these banks is the same way I approach business. It's a strategy to it. And you have to approach your business in a way that you remain profitable. You don't want to go and take the bank's money and invest it in a business that you're not making money from. So I want to make sure you got the systems in place, that you got actual resources, you got tools and information to execute properly and realistically become recession-proof.
Give me that number one more time.
That's what it's about, man. Right now, get this game from him, 500, aka Slim 500. You need to text live to 44737-3767, 44737-3767. Text live, and him 500, aka Slim 500, is going to give you that recession-proof game from so many different departments.
Before you get out of here, nigga, I'm holding a light blue Richard Mille in a light blue motherfucker. What's that, a Phantom that I seen in the driveway? Bentley?
It was royal blue.
It's the rape. It's recession-proof blue.
Oh, yeah, I'm rocking both of them when I get the fucking Atlanta, nigga.
Mm-hmm. And that's $1 million worth of game. Hey, the system ain't designed to make a black man rich. Y'all got to understand that, y'all. Let's go.
Let's go.
Just like that.
Right. Let me ask you a question. You saying that. When you got, shout out to all the up and coming comedians. There's a couple guys from Philly, like Funny Boy Quill, Tiz, 215, Rich Dollaz. Check them out when you ever get a chance. But then you got other dudes.
I know a couple of them.
That's on this level where they close now. And I want you to get them game. You got people like Desi Banks, Jess Hilarious, Ha Ha Davis. You had them type of people. DC Young Fly, the whole my whole crew there. Now, how do you get it? This is the game I want from you. How do you get a show on Netflix?
How do you get a show on Netflix?
A stand-up comedy joint.
Everybody wants a show on Netflix, but I would say why?
No, I'm just asking you because
I'm saying, like, it's in getting that, right? It's not about getting it. You can get on any platform, but what's your reason, right? Like, what's the reason for it? So with this younger generation of comedians, you got to understand that the comedy special game and world is not what it once was, right? Everything changes. There's obstacles and there's periods. When you think about, there was a time where the HBO special was the biggest thing you can get, right? And when you look at the comedians that were fortunate and blessed enough to get an HBO special back in the day, it was the biggest thing ever for them. The HBO specials then changed and Comedy Central got into the space. Comedy Central gave out half-hour specials and hour specials. If you got a half-hour special, hour special on Comedy Central, you would be in a rotation and you would be seen. It propels some careers. Right. Okay, wow, the world of specials seems like it's growing. Now Netflix came, and Netflix gave a different idea of what a comedy special should be. And the comedians that did specials on that platform, in the beginning, it was a lot. Some were seen, some weren't. But Netflix's identity was all based off of the foundation of stand-up comedy in the beginning. They were redefining the world of stand-up comedy. And then they started to get a whole bunch of other content, right? But then they said, fuck it. We're going to go out. We're going to get the biggest comedians. We're going to get them to do specials. And we're going to make the specials special again. Not that they weren't. They said, we're going to make them special again. Right. So they threw this money at them. And a bigger comedian said, fuck it. We're going to do it. So they got Chappelle, Rock, myself, Louis C.K., Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, Jerry Seinfeld, Ellen DeGeneres. Like the biggest names in comedy went there and they started doing them. But now everybody else started getting specials. So now the world of comedy specials, it's there, but they're not as special. They're not as special because everyone isn't in demand. That's not a bad thing. Like you work to get in demand. You need to be seen to put asses in the seats. But where do you go that has the best impact for you? So for the younger generation of comics, that Netflix special that they may want, it may not be the best decision for them because they're in a much more valuable position today because owning your material, your IP is easier to do because of the freedom and how you control your content. Art, your content, right? Like you're talking about, like when you go down Jess Hilarious and DC Young Fly and Davis, like you're talking about Desi Banks. You're talking about people who embraced the world of social media, built the following off of social media, and did it by managing and operating and controlling the content that they put out. So now going to the stand-up special space, they could mimic that. Maybe they could shoot it themselves. Maybe they could sell it, license it. There's a different type of conversation. So they don't have to go the route that most went. Their decisions now are a little different because their opportunities that present themselves are different. So I would say for them, it's about understanding the business more for them. And I talk to them. I give them all these tidbits. I'm the guy that wants them to win. So, you know, when you have that following that they've developed, and they have the dollar because they go out and they make their money as well, shooting it, completing it, and going and packaging it and licensing it or seeing if you can sell it, whatever it is for you, that becomes the road to victory. It's not just about being on Netflix just to be on Netflix. Right now, the business of the business is just as important as the talent. So you have to make sure you weigh those options properly. And, you know, maybe your first special sets up the next one. But there's several different platforms that you can go to.
That's why I'm always one to say, no, let's shoot this shit ourselves. And because how many platforms out here begging for content? And they throwing money around.
Oh, he's a content man. He got a lot.
So if you could pay for your own content and take it to the places,
retain your IP.
Your money is a lot different because
if you have an audience, right? You what you guys have here. It's so dope because you now developed a brand. What started off as just a dope ass podcast with a name in the back of it has now become a brand. So the brand, this is a brand. $1 million worth of game becomes a brand. And you can elevate that brand however you choose, right? And the brand has tentacles and it becomes tiered. So now the podcast of you two, it's here, but if you think you guys were underneath Barstools. Barstool started off as a podcast or a radio show with, and then they got bigger and they kept on putting other shows underneath it. So now Barstool's the brand is a hub that embeds the media of all this stuff under here. This is growing into the same. So when you understand the business and the business that you're creating, you got a following. Well, now your bargaining chips are different. Everybody can't have the same conversation at the table. Everybody wants to, but they can't. Right? So your conversation is different, and my conversation that I can have is different because we come with different value. So our leverage within the value is where we negotiate at a high level. To the younger talent that has the following in social media, there's value because they have an audience. So if they do things and they embed it and finish it and complete it and say, well, my audience shows that they'll show up to see this, I would much rather license it and own it. Now you can get a licensing fee or you can say, I want to sell it. Whatever it is, you're making a better decision for you and your brand. but it's the understanding of how to do that. And there's never been a more valuable time to do it in than now. You know, I'm a full-fledged media business.
Yeah.
I'm into the business more than I'm into being a talent now.
Right. Yeah.
I'm more about Heartbeat than I am Kevin Hart.
Yeah, and what I it's funny you say that, because with us we own 100% of all our stuff.
It's the best
and
shit ever.
we own our IP, we own everything. Everything you see, man, we own. All we do is licensing deal, which you say is good because we don't feel as though we should sell our stuff. We got a catalog, whatever. But I would say this, like, when you have another network, how can people get on your network?
Laugh Out Loud was a network. I embedded Laugh Out Loud and Heartbeat Productions underneath Heartbeat. So I took both entities, combined them. And the reason why we combined them, because I said we want to act and operate as a studio, and we want to show us the value of this machine. So to scale the company means we're going to grow it, and we're going to basically create the opportunities to develop scripted, unscripted TV, movies, audio, literature, stand-up. It all falls into one thing, right? Underneath this roadblock. But as a talent who's done it and got to this space, I can embrace the younger generation of talent with opportunities. So in doing that, it's about making creative deals, giving the opportunities that are a little unconventional, right? Like that's where my business is going to flourish, because I can make unconventional deals. I can do things differently. I can be a little outside the box,
Right.
And not operate like your Universals, Warners, etc. And they're
Hulu.
great partners of ours.
Yeah.
We do great business together. But for me to get the talent and to package the talent to come in and do the projects underneath the Heartbeat umbrella, well, I have to be creative in that aspect. So for the younger generation, we are doing specials. We are doing reality unscripted series. We are doing talk shows, radio shows. We own our channel on Sirius. We're doing other podcasts underneath our umbrella. We're a full ecosystem of media. So you have to find and embrace talent, and the best way to do that is to get them to trust you. You can't do that with upside down deals. You can't do that with ways where you're trying to take advantage or get over, right? Like, being an open book company and trying to make good decisions and good business on behalf of what you want your company to be a representation of is the priority of me and mine. So an amazing team of execs we have, and I can say that our partners at Abry invested. They gave us $100 million. We scaled, grew the company. The valuation is somewhere around close to 700 million, and we do believe that we'll grow and eventually be $1 billion company or billions, but we'll be a partner. More importantly, like, this is a business that we're scaling for partnership. We want to be aligned. So Netflix, as an amazing partner as they are to me, I want my company to be a partner of theirs as well. And the same with all my other partners, right? Like, the real partners help you grow.
Right.
And shouts out to Ted, who's a good friend of mine, man. And even my friends at Universal, when I wanted to make the decision to go and do things with Netflix, like, your real partners want to see you win. Shout out to Donald Langley.
Shout out to Eric Nardini and Dave Portnoy, my people over there at Barstool.
Yeah.
Who from the rip always believed $1 million worth of game.
Yes, they did.
And they believed in us when people, like, we had the conversation. People like, oh man, you're doing good. Let's get together. Let's talk. They didn't talk. They talked with the check.
Yeah, you want, but
and they believed.
Your real alignment and growth comes from the people who already did it.
Yes.
That aren't afraid to help you do it too.
Right. Yes.
Right. And that's the difference when you get behind that door.
Right.
Who did it over here that can show us how to do it properly?
Right.
That can help us grow and really figure this shit out and act as like a real extension of opportunity. Like, that's real partnership.
Absolutely.
And if I brought you value, in return, the value that you bring back to me is helping this business grow.
Absolutely.
And I can say all minds have done that at a very high level.
And I'm going to say this. It's funny you say that because you said these people want to help you grow,
You
right?
guys got boxing after this? What's that on your feet?
Yeah. Shabazz got some boxing shoes on.
Shabazz, what's that on your feet?
That's boxing sneaks.
Well, they Givenchy's.
Oh, nice.
They Jim Jones. They
Yeah,
don't look
they-
like
they
they
the
look like
boxing.
They the boxing joints.
They look like they boxing. They look like he's sparring. He's going to Joe Frazier's
He's
gym
got
after this.
okay. All right. All right, I'm sorry,
All right,
bro.
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just asked the question.
Let's ask about the
Yeah,
sneaks.
dude, you had the
I'm on
boxing
second one.
Givenchy's.
I'm sorry. I didn't. You too.
David
Oh,
Reed. He
wait,
got the
man.
David Reed classics on. No, I'm just saying, David Reed used to boxing them.
Not the one punches.
Yeah.
Not the one punches.
Not car. But listen, so it's funny you say that, because one day I get a call from our partners and they say, we got some people we want to introduce you to. These are the people that gave us the finances we need when we was hot like y'all. We want to introduce you. Now, you know shit don't usually happen like that. They introduce us to the plug, the money. And that's why I really salute them and I say, you're right. And I think as us, we need to understand the importance of partnership.
Yeah.
Like, you know, why not partner with some people that already got the infrastructure? Everybody feels as though, I'm going to do it my own. I'm going to be independent. You need infrastructure. That's the most important thing.
Wallow, you say a lot of stupid shit a lot of times.
I know.
Because I listen to you.
Most of the time.
Like 90% of the stuff Wallow say is stupid.
Extra stupid.
But what you just said is so unbelievably correct. Like, when I shake your hand, if you don't shake my hand back, then your gesture isn't the same as mine. Right? Like, if I shake your hand and I look you in the eye and I give you a real handshake, it's because I'm trying to give you a sign of respect. Trying to give you a sign of engagement, nice, call it what you want. But it can't be one-sided. You're supposed to do the same back to me. That's the same in partnership. That's the same in relationship. It's not a one-sided situation of value. And that's where business takes a drop, where you feel like it should just be about me.
Right.
Where you feel like, yo, man, what y'all giving me or what is going on? Like, man, they were supposed to do and they didn't do. But it should be, okay, they're doing this for me, and in return, I want to make sure that I do said thing for them.
Right.
Because I want to see them win as well.
Absolutely.
When you guys have that mindset,
Both of us got to win.
we both have to win. And by the way, if you both want that to happen, 9 times out of 10, you will win.
Right.
That's been the biggest piece of success for me. It's not the selfish idea of what I need. It's about what we can do to turn this over hand over fist. And also, I turn down the opportunities for one-offs. Because if you just want me for a little teeny piece,
There's no commitment there.
there's no, like, what? How do we grow? What if that piece?
There's no growth.
What if it was amazing? Like, I want the opportunity to grow and see how you've grown while partnering with me. And I should be able to look at the same.
Right. Don't have me to lead act in Avatar,
No.
but I just got one off.
No, what do you mean?
Avatar 2 come out.
I thought y'all. I heard y'all was
somebody
doing
else.
4. I heard y'all doing 4 avatars.
Right.
So who's gonna be this guy? The
I'm
guy
going to
that I
die
know.
in this one.
Right.
Nah, don't sound
kill.
right.
Don't kill. Don't kill.
You're gonna
little,
kill me?
Don't kill little. What was your
Yeah,
name?
what?
Little dirty. Don't
Lil
kill
Dirty.
little dirty.
Lil Dirty.
Don't kill Lil
little
Dirty.
dirty tar off it.
That's the biggest.
Dirty tar.
That's the biggest piece of business that a lot of people override, man. And you saying it while and us even having this conversation on
It's
your
necessary.
platform, right? It's needed because the idea and the want and need for success, it can't. It's so fucking polluted as to what it is and what it should be, and it's a simple approach in streamlining it. Success is what you want it to be, but you cannot get there without the help of. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. You're going to, at some point, you're going to need help. You're going to need assistance. You will get to a point of confusion where you do not know what to do or how to navigate.
Right.
You will need some information or someone's fucking help.
And I'm going to say this. It's different types of partnership. You have a financial institution could be your partner. And they could be financing because they believe and you had a track record or your business look good, your financial statements, activate them to look out for you. So they might say, okay, you need this funding, here you go. Then you got the partnership of infrastructure, like he said, connection. When we partner up with Barstool, one thing I could say, it would be times I'll be like, Gil, I'll be back. Where you going? I'm going up to New York for three days. For what? Oh, I'm just walking around the office and talk to everybody and get game. And I would walk around the office, finance department, editing department, sales department, and they just give it to me. Oh, no, Wallow, this is how we do. This is how we get ad sales. This is the ad rev. This is how we boom, boom, boom. Oh, yeah, we edit like this. Oh, yeah, boom, boom. And finance, yeah, this is how we do. Oh, okay. So you need all these to work. Because I'm learning to bend, and I'm taking time out because you got to take time out, and you got to be willing to be dedicated to learn in order to grow because it comes from you being a person. Gilly is cool being Gil. I mean, Wallow is cool being Wild, but we're together, we're $1 million worth of game, and that's more powerful than any of us by ourselves. And that's what we understand. This shit is about business and the business that we're building. You know, we can laugh and joke. People think, oh, no, we're on our business. And understanding that you got to learn this shit. And more importantly, we giving the Barstool, You know what I mean? As they giving to us.
Well, you're also going to look for the information.
Oh yeah, I'm not playing.
Right, like nobody's going to volunteer the information.
Fuck no.
So you're looking for it. Like when
Yes.
you say, "Yo, I'm going up there and I'm going to have conversations," what people don't understand, the conversations are ready to be had. I don't. Wallow, you're in the cars. I don't know if you're in the cars as much, but if you guys ever go to car shows or in LA, they have these little old school drives and they finish at parking lots, right? And I love old school cars. I love building old school cars. What you'll find is that there's a lot of older men have lawn chairs and they sit in front of their car and there's a book on a stand about the build of their car. And they sit there because they're hoping that somebody just asked them, "What did you do?" And when they hey man,
They talk
so
for-
what'd
they
you
tell
do
you for
here? They
hours.
get out their chair and they go to page 1 on the book and they can't wait to tell somebody
Yep.
the story of how they got the car to get to this place of perfection. What you'll find is that motherfuckers in a seat of success or in a seat of power of some sort, in the right environments, they can't wait to go.
They won't let you leave.
Oh no, you doing this wrong.
They can't
See, what you
wait.
gotta do is
They won't-
And hold
Listen,
on, I'm gonna get you with my people,
They
Susan.
cannot wait.
Susan, come here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the guy I just
Yes.
met. I
Yes.
just
They won't
good,
let
great
you
fucking
leave the
guy.
office.
Yes.
Just met him.
Yes.
Tell him how to do.
Listen,
You be
I done
sitting
been in
there like,
offices, Kev. I done been in offices where I ask one question, whether it's with Kevin Lyles or somebody, and it's 11 o'clock in the morning and I leave 4:30.
They cannot.
They give me the history. They give you so much information that you wasn't even expecting because you asked.
And you know-
we got to stop being entitled and think,
Nobody
oh,
wants to ask.
nobody, no. This is what they think. Oh, Kevin Hart popping. He supposed to tell me this.
Yeah.
Kev don't even know you exist.
Yeah. Or I
Gilly don't even know you exist.
I don't
I'm
even
just
know
being
you
straight
want.
up.
I don't even know you
I don't even
want the
know.
information. I don't know that you want to know that.
But
I didn't know you have it. I didn't know you were into that.
But where we come from in Black America, a lot of times in the hood, is that you just supposed to. I don't know that you want to do that, bro. I thought you was just rapping last week, so I didn't know you want to get in the podcast.
It's a high level of entitlement, man, and it's these are culture problems. These are things that we eventually have to shake. But when you break it down, we're not talking in this like high level.
No, we're not.
We're not talking in a manner of which some may not be able to understand. We have dumbed this down to the lowest level of understanding of just conversations, questions, answers, relationship, partnership, why, where value isn't. Like we have simplified it to the absolute lowest level, and that's the best way to engage. And it's not because people are dummies. That's not why. It's because talking regular is way cooler than talking as if you're on a higher
all that bullshit.
Platform.
It's the same thing. It all boils down to the same thing. It has the same meanings, the same definitions. And the information and the world of just giving it, that should just be highlighted so much more than what it is now.
Absolutely.
Yes, it should. And you know what? It's like this, Kev. You're running around and you're doing something I don't think we ever seen. You're doing fucking arenas, like every night, like the same way Gil used to do bars every night. You're doing arenas. So it's like you was doing them same bars with Gil, 30, 25 people in there. Now how many people you put in there a night?
Is this a shot? I don't want to.
No, you got to be a part of the shot because you. How many people?
We have a very good.
How many a night?
Fan base, man. We probably do about 13 to 15,000 people a night.
That's unbelievable.
So what I'm saying is, in your infrastructure put this whole tour together. Heartbeat did this.
Yeah.
And you put people in place, and this is the importance of team. Together each achieve more. Teamwork make the dream work. You fell back and said, let me trust people enough to put them in place to be able to put this whole thing together. And how did you go about that? Like hiring and putting the team together?
You look at companies, and what you realize that every company has, whether successful or not, they have a structure. It's hard for anything to work if there is no structure, if there are no guidelines, if everybody's not meeting a certain requirement, if we're not showing up every day at a certain time, and that time is because that's the time we're supposed to start work. If we don't leave work at a certain time because it's the time that work is over, what you'll find is that everybody in the in-between, they'll come and go as they please. And some won't give as much. Some will do, some won't. But hey, man, how do I get people not to compete and not to like want to cut each other's heads off, and like, how do I make everybody believe and invest in the thing? Well, you do it by giving the thing value and allowing people to participate in the world of value in it. So it was about finding the right execs, finding my CEO, finding my president, head of development, head of distribution, my CFO, my COO, chief operating officer, chief financial officer, the world of branding. How do we brand? How do we market?
Yeah.
How do we promote? There's people that have these titles for a reason. And what you realize is that a big piece to winning is picking winners,
Right.
right? Like you,
And hiring motherfuckers that know what you don't know.
you can,
Yep.
we look at the athletes all day. Athletes are winning championships. LeBron James wins championships. Steph Curry wins championships. We can ignore
Joel
those
Embiid
back
gonna win one.
offices.
Don't-
Absolutely,
don't-
this is a
Yeah,
big
who's the-
year.
the coach,
Joel,
the
yeah.
trainers?
You got to look in those back office. You got to look at those people that's at that table. You got to look at the players that are allowed to be at that table, and those decisions are filled with the opinion of people who have had an impact in winning in some way, shape, or form.
Absolutely.
When you look at football programs, basketball programs, companies that scale and sell for billions of dollars, what you'll find when you go look behind that fucking curtain, which I have now been in, the same people got their hand in
Right.
the wins. And that's not an accident.
Right. Because a lot of times, the person that's at Heartbeat, he was 11 other places before he got there.
Absolutely.
Yep.
He was
And
at
he won.
Disney.
Absolutely.
Then he was
HBO.
over at HBO.
Shouts out to
TV.
Brian
And,
Smiley.
and then he was over at, he was running Clear Channel.
Shouts out to Ty
Then he
Randolph,
left there and he was doing this and he was, so
Jeff Clannigan,
it's all about elevation.
Leland Wigington.
Right. And even with them.
Jeff Clannigan, I
and
heard that
And
name.
even with them is about opportunity and elevation. So it's like, okay, the opportunity's great over here. Okay, now you got to pay me more than what they're paying me. Okay, I'm over. I'm in. You want me to bring my greatness to your organization, then you got to pay me good.
Absolutely.
You got to pay me more than what they paying me, and I got to believe in what you doing.
And those are the tough conversations too. For me, those are the tough conversations because everybody, it's always going to boil down to money, and there's always a want for more money. And when you have those conversations, when you're coming from or jumping ship, and you got people that are coming to be a part of this thing that you want to work so bad, the investment in is what is, it's necessary. Like nobody wants to give up money. Nobody wants to continue to have to pay these salaries that are crazy. But when you look at the rhyme and reason behind them, I worked here for said years and look at what I did. If I go here and I'm leaving this, I need. And people's demands are sometimes justified when you got the receipts.
Right.
Yep.
When you got the receipts.
Right.
You can't, there is no argument. So
Right.
I invest in people more than I think I invest in myself at this point. Like my biggest investments are in other personnel.
Yeah, because your biggest probably money maker when it's all said and done is going to be the shit that you own.
No shit. But it comes with the help of the visionaries of those that are underneath the umbrella.
Absolutely.
Right? Like and that's what you gotta lose the I and understand that there has to be a we. Like it can't be I.
Absolutely.
It's the we effect of it. So what we're doing is special. I think that we are in a very amazing position right now because the opportunity that Heartbeat, Spring Hill, Hello Sunshine, we all embarked on was one that confused the business a little bit. It's like, well, how did they go about
That's
why?
major.
Yeah, like what? How? We were the only
Spring
three.
Hill, Hello Sunshine. That's Reese Witherspoon.
Yes, Reese Witherspoon.
That's LeBron and
LeBron's
them.
it, yeah.
And Kevin Hart. What?
Yeah, we're the only ones.
They
that
don't,
were
I don't
able.
think people understand what that is.
And I believe it shouts out to Westbrook. That's Will's company. I believe
That's like a
they're
four-head
doing
dragon.
this. That's you.
That's
have
crazy.
There are no others that have done or that are doing. So the positioning and getting yourself into a space to act like a studio, use real money to be able to develop. It was one that was frowned upon for a minute. So you're in a unique position of few to do some amazing stuff that hasn't been done as groundbreaking to where you can make a decision to eventually have this name in the sky if you choose that. Or are you scaling to do what, when, how, and grow and partner and evolve?
Hey, Kev,
There's
Kev,
so much that can happen
Kev.
at that point.
People they dying to partner with y'all and just be y'all partners.
We're in a
but
very
y'all
good
just
place.
you fucking Reese Witherspoon, Kevin Hart, LeBron James.
Very good place, man. Reese is doing extremely well.
It's fucking crazy.
I know Spring Hill is doing great things. Shouts out to Brian, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Maverick
like
and them.
I told you, I come from the place of I want to see other people win. I want to see it done right. I don't believe that there should only be one. I don't come from that school of there's
Should
one
only be
great and that's it. And only one person. Like there's enough room for us all.
Absolutely.
Everybody can win.
Absolutely.
Everybody can win it done right.
Listen, man, we appreciate having you, man.
Absolutely, man.
I appreciate coming on.
You gave up $1 billion
$1 billion worth of game today.
A whole bunch of it, man.
Yeah, I mean,
whole bunch of game.
We know you got your show.
Well, before I go, I want to say, I'll call right back. All right. Before I go, I'll say two things. One, the audio book. It's been out for a while now, but the monsters and how to tame them. I would say give it a listen. Like you should. Yeah. Nothing else, just listen to it. When I tell you, it's nothing more than an example of what we talked about today. It's information. It's information, man.
You need the information.
And the battle that we have with ourselves, how we question ourselves, how we're constantly in our brain going up against us. When I say the monsters, I'm talking about the different monsters that we have facing. That literally we have to face on a day-to-day basis. From the over control guy to the I'll do it myself, to the I know it all, to the
I don't need no man.
I'm questioning it. I mean, monsters. Why are you playing around? Yes, questioning yourself. And these are all things that we deal with in this audio book. All I'm doing is putting it on the table of how I too have been through and have dealt with, but how I've overcome. Give it a listen, audible.com. And the other thing I'll say is Hart House. We're opening up a second one in Los Angeles. Excited as hell about that. Looking for the biggest and best opportunity to grow this plant-based fast food chain. We will be spreading. My goal is to hopefully have 4 before January, but we will be spreading huge domestically. So stay tuned for locations coming near you soon. What else can I tell you? Gran Cormino, our Anejo, and our Cristalino. We're out. Go, give it a taste, give it a try.
Getting that money.
KevinHartNation.com. We are going international soon, but arenas domestically. I told you we were going to touch everyone. We're approaching our 1 millionth ticket. Shouts out to all of you that have supported. We are going through January. I'll shut down, and then the road to international starts. But until then, Kevin Hart Nation, get your tickets. I think that's it.
What time do you get up in the morning?
5 a.m., 4:35 a.m.
What time you go to sleep?
Now, I'm on tour, so now it varies. But in the perfect world, if I'm not filming, I'm in the bed by 10:30 now. I used to try to go forever, and I was okay. But I need at least like 5 to 6. That's what I try. But if I'm the tour and all that shit, it can be.
You get right up and work out?
Get up, stretch, work out. I'm 4:30. I'm in the gym by at least 5 every day.
The gym at his house, though, nigga.
Yeah, so it's not like I'm going that far.
Yeah.
Nigga ain't
Well,
going
it's
far.
a lie because I get in a golf cart.
Nigga did.
or your property, a golf cart, or your property.
You fucking right. Nigga come downstairs, Guado be sitting there waiting on him. You ready, senor? He's still tired. Yeah. Take me get some orange juice.
Can I have a?
Take me to my cafe to get some orange juice first.
I mean, a white. Can I have a white omelet? Egg white omelet.
That motherfucker living. I already know.
Hey, closing, man. I'm happy to be here, man. But I swear to God, y'all know why I came on. I fuck with you guys. And
appreciate that.
Your success. I love what you're doing.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Keep shining.
You want to buy that car outside?
No.
You say you love my Lexus.
No. I told you should stop this.
You ain't seen my 2 minivans, my
I don't want to
classics.
see it. I'll be honest with you. I have no desire to see it. I have no desire to see it.
Yeah,
if I can be absolutely honest, I don't want to see it at all.
I'm showing you the minivans. I'm going to take you on a tour.
No, you're not, because I don't want to see it. But I do want to see you guys win. That's a fucking brand.
Thank
and
you.
I can't wait to see this brand grow. I can't wait to see you guys put the tentacles underneath it. Keep fucking with them. Keep supporting them. Keep watching
Thank you,
them.
brother.
They're doing amazing things, man. Love y'all guys.
It's just like that.
Right.